Embracing your fat.
Embrace the fat.
Right now. We need to embrace the fat, basically. Embrace the fat.
Would you want my solo? Ho 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 ho. Hi there, it's Thursday, April 2nd. I'm Gregors, your Thursday Fantastic Vlogger, and this week's topic is quite juicy. We're talking about self-acceptance, and I keep hearing that, embrace the fat. Embracing the fat. I'm not going to try to fool myself. I don't embrace the fat. I hate the fat. I despise the fat, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to embrace the fat. I want to take the fat, throw it on the ground, kick it in the balls, and as it's coughing up blood, kick it in the balls again, and then when it looks at me and says, "Stop kicking me in the balls," I'm going to kick it in the mouth, and then kick it in the balls again. I'm not embracing fat at all. When we talk about acceptance, acceptance is a very difficult word. Because when you talk about embracing the fat or not embracing the fat, and you're using the word acceptance and you put it together with that, that means you're identifying yourself with your fat. Oh, I so don't like that word acceptance. Just because of my life leading up till now. Acceptance, what does it mean? Well, in my mind, it means one of two things. Number one, you feel you have no control over anything, or you don't like what's going on, and either you're not going to do anything about it, or you feel you can't do anything about it. I accept what's going to happen to me, and I'm going to live my life to the best of what happens with that. Or you are content. Maybe you know that you can change, but you're just content with it, or maybe too lazy to move on, I'm not sure. But I don't like that word acceptance. Well, not in every part of life. The problem with acceptance is the word growth kind of takes a back seat. And when I think of my health, when I think of my career, when I think of my knowledge, when I think of relationships that I have with friends, I want to constantly be in a state of growth. I don't ever want to be in a state of acceptance. I'm never going to be content with those things, ever. Never. I'm not going to embrace any of those things. So my angle is a little different. Now you may be asking yourself, well, okay, if all you are is driven, and drive implies that you're never happy with what you are, is there ever any contentment? Because content is a good word, isn't it? Where can I find my self-acceptance? That's what this week is about, self-acceptance, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you should do, or what I shouldn't say what you should do, what I do. And this is what I've read in books that I've recommended, such as 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, is your identity cannot be your body, your career, your relationships. Those change too much. If those are your identities, you are setting yourself up for failure. And as much as you want to try to fool yourself into thinking you're content, you probably never will be. Your identity has to be something that no one can take away from you. Nobody can take away from you. That don't change because you are in full control of them. Or you have a full realization of the potential of those things. Nobody can take those away from you. Meaning, my self-acceptance does not have to do with my body, does not have to do with my career, does not have to do with my level of knowledge, because I will never be satisfied. I will never be content there. My self-acceptance has to do with my drive and my potential. Those are things I'm very content with, and I use them to continue to grow. It's like this perpetual growth that's going on in my life. This is why I'm having the success that I'm having. This is why I always have the positive attitude that I'm having in the midst of everything that goes on around me, in the midst of everything that's going on here on YouTube half the time. That is where it all lies. Because I want you to think about where you can have some self-acceptance that does not affect your growth with weight loss, with career, with knowledge, something from within, something that no matter what size you are, and no matter how much you want to change that you can be content. Something from within. It can be your faith. It can be something to do with your love of humanity. It could be your drive. It could be anything. Anything. Give it some thought. What in your life can you point to that you have absolute contentment with that no one can take away from you? Again, mine was my potential and my drive. And I'm sure there's some more. Those are the two that I thought of now. And actually, I'm going to make this an exercise for myself. I'm going to think a little harder about this. What is keeping us positive? Please put down your thoughts. I want you to remember, my lesson for today is you don't necessarily have to embrace the fad. What you do have to embrace is yourself. Tomorrow, Piper will be with us with our final vlog on this wonderful subject. I want to thank Em and Matt. They had some wonderful, wonderful vlogs, and I loved how involved everybody's getting with this. It's been absolutely great. I hope you loved my vlog, and I thank you for watching.